welcome to my YouTube channel. Today's video is a story time about finding love. So if you want to know what this video is all about, then please keep watching. As you all know, that everyone has to go through a lot of heartbreak to find the one you are destined for, basically. And as you can tell, we have a house, engaged, and we are so in love. And this video is basically telling you more about me and about how me and Nathan got to where we are now. So let's take it right to the very beginning. So before we first got together, sorry, my hair is just all over the place at the moment. When we first got together, we was both, well, Nathan still does work there, but we was both working at Sheerness Docks. It's a dockyard where all the boats come in and everything else. So we was both working there. Like I said, Nathan still works there, but I don't. But yeah, Nathan said that when he first saw me, he knew instantly that I was the right one for him. He wanted to get to know me more, but he didn't have the courage to come up to me. So after 4 years later, after 4 years of waiting to see if I was good enough for him, you know, if I was the right person for him, he kind of, how would I say this? I kind of had feelings, but, you know, not showing them. Anyway, 4 years later, he actually asked me whether I wanted to go for a drink. And the day he asked me whether I wanted to go for a drink was the weekend I already had plans with my mates. Like, I think it was one of my mates' birthdays on the Friday, so we were going out on the Saturday. And then I was doing something on Sunday. You know, it was just a bit of a jam-packed weekend. And then he come up to me and asked if I wanted to go out for a drink that weekend. And I thought, I don't want to say no because that hurt his feelings, but I don't want to say yeah and then overbook myself. So I said, yeah, I do want to go out, but if it's okay, not this weekend, because I've got so much going on at the moment. So he said, yeah, okay, that's fine, just let me know. So I thought, that's sweet of him. You know, some people just get the ump. But then, obviously, the weekends are past. I messaged him saying, I'm free this weekend if you still want to go out for that drink. So we went out for a day on the drink and we went to Wetherspoons in Sheerness. And our date was an 11-hour day. Right, none of my dates have ever been 11 hours before. So he must be doing something right. And I, not to get emotional, but when I met him was the time that my mum died. My mum passed away, and my heart was so in bits, like it just shattered. Do you know when you just literally shatter something and the pieces just go everywhere? Well, that was like my heart. It was just shattered into a million pieces, and I thought it could never ever glue back together. So meeting Nathan did kind of come at the right time, if you know what I mean. So when we went on our date, I was nervous because I've been hurt so many times in the past. I don't want to get hurt again, and my heart was shattered. And I thought, I can't go for another heartbreak as well, because it would just be the end of me. Literally just be the end of me, and I couldn't go for it again. So I was nervous, he was nervous, and I thought, you know what, get this date, see what happens this date, and then if we connect, we can go out on another date. And I think the 11-hour date really did mean that we did connect, you know. So he walked me home like a gentleman he is. He paid for everything. He didn't let me pay for nothing, even though I did take my purse with me, but he didn't let me pay for nothing. He walked me home, and then obviously walked home himself. And then he texted me when he got home saying, how did the date go? Did you think it was okay? Do you want to go out again? So I thought, the date went really well, and I would love to see you again. So obviously we went out on more dates, went out shopping, cinema and everything else. And the more we spent time together, the more we kind of got to know each other a bit more and connect a bit more. You know, I found out a bit more about his family. I already knew his family anyway, because I used to work with his dad and his brother. So I used to get to know his family a bit more, get to know him as a person, get to know his sense of humour and everything. And we just clicked straight away, and I loved it, you know. It made me feel safe as well. I've never been with anyone who made me feel safe and connected more than he does, and it felt so nice. It felt all nice and warm inside. I thought, you know what, maybe he could be the one to actually sweep me off my feet, you know. As the time passed on, like, we got to know each other a bit more, and we was just seeing how the relationship was going. It was going so well, and we finally made it official. And he kept just saying to me, I love you, I love you, I love you. And I couldn't get the words out. The words wouldn't come out. The reason why the words couldn't come out is because the last time I said I love you was to my mum. And it kind of did upset me. Try not to cry. It kind of did upset me because I thought, oh my God, how am I going to say I love you to someone if I can't say it? So after about a few weeks, I spoke to my auntie, and I said, like, I'm a bit not conscious, but because the last time I said I love you was to my mum, and I don't know if I don't want to say it and then get my heart broken again. And she assured me, she said that he worships the ground you work on. He worships the ground you walk on. He loves you to bits. He will do absolutely anything for you. He will treat you right. He will treat you like a princess. He will never hurt you. She said, trust me. She said, I've been working here for years with his father. She said, he will never hurt you one bit. After talking to my auntie and listening to what she had to say, I thought, you know what? I'm going to take the leap. My auntie's been like a second mum to me since my mum died, and it was really nice to be assured that nothing's going to be repeated, if you know what I mean. So I thought, you know what, I'm just going to take the leap. And as soon as he said I love you, after about a few weeks of saying it, I actually said it back. I said I love you too. And he told me he was in complete shock. He was so happy. He was so surprised. He almost cried. And I thought, oh my God, if I could make someone feel like that just by saying those few little words, you know, it makes me feel warm inside as well. So we connected more as well. So as the time passes, we connected more. We've done more things together. We got to know each other a bit more. And then after a few months into the relationship, I know people are going to say it's been rushed, but after a few months into the relationship, we did kind of get engaged. I was at work at the time. He messaged me saying, when you get in, come straight upstairs. And I thought, okay. I was just expecting him to make the bed, you know, and that. But I walked in, saw my cup of tea on the table, went upstairs, and there was rose petals all over the bed. There was candles everywhere, and I thought, oh my God. There was my favourite chocolate on the bed. He bought that. He bought me a lovely jewellery set with this love heart necklace and earrings, and he bought me this lovely unicorn jumper as well, which I absolutely loved. And he also ran me a bath and cooked me dinner. Like, how amazing was that? I've never been with anyone who cooked me dinner before, or even done all that before, let alone anything else. So he said, right, you can have your bath first and then have your dinner, or have your dinner first and have your bath. I said, I'll have my dinner first because I'm hungry, and then I'll have my bath afterwards. So we had dinner, and then he said, right, go into the bathroom. So I walked in there, and it was pitch black. There was candles everywhere, flower petals everywhere, and I thought, oh my God, I wanted to cry because no one has ever done anything like that before. It was so nice. I was relaxing and everything, and then all of a sudden this music come playing out of nowhere, and I thought, where the hell is that playing? And I didn't realise he put his speaker behind the bath, so it was got music playing. And then all of a sudden he comes in and gets down on one knee and he goes, babe, I've got something to ask you. I turned around and I was just bawled crying. Like, I was literally in tears. And yeah, I think I said yes. It was a bit late now though, but yeah, I think I said yes. But yeah, and then we got engaged. Everything was fine. And then one day we kind of hit a road bump. Not between me and Nathan, but I was at work. And where Nathan was staying around all the time, I couldn't stay around his because he had a single bed. There wasn't enough room around his mum's where I could stay, so he was staying around mine because I had a double bed. And my dad kind of got the ump. I was at work at the time and I got this really horrible message from my dad saying, don't you think it's about time Nathan left? He's spending way too much time here. Why don't you go around his? And I thought, why are you saying all this? Why don't you be happy for me that I've actually found someone who makes me laugh, who cares for me? You know, I can actually open up to this guy, and now you just want to ruin it. So Nathan, then we kind of reduced the days that Nathan was round, and even then my dad didn't like it. I was then at work again, and then I got another message from my dad saying, if Nathan keeps coming round, I've just got to put a junction on him to stop him from coming round. And when I got them horrible messages from my dad, it just snapped. My blood was boiling. I was at work, I was tired, I was knackered, I just wanted to get home. And then I just snapped, and I messaged him back saying, you do that, you never see me again, I will leave and you will never see me ever again, and you can forget about walking me down the aisle. I was so furious with him. I could not believe them words were coming out of his mouth. Why would he say that to ruin something which means so much to me, you know, and ruin a good thing? Yeah, I know he's lost the love of his life, but he can't just ruin my life as well. So I was so angry with him and so furious, and I said to him, if you get a junction on him, then I will move out, and you will never see me again, and you can forget about walking me down the aisle. And then after 2 days, the heat kind of calmed down a bit, and he got me and Nathan downstairs and we had a little chat, and he did say the words that I said to him were a bit harsh, but he needed to hear it. He couldn't just push my relationship away just because, yeah, he's now single again because he's lost my mum. Like, he can't just push my relationship aside and say, no, you can't see him anymore, he's not good for you or anything like that. You know, it was going so well, and then he goes and said that, and Nathan actually spoke to my auntie of what happened and everything. I told my auntie as well, and then the words that come out my auntie's mouth was saying to Nathan, you've got to get her out of there, like, it's a toxic place, you've got to get her out of there. Like, we were saving up to moving out anyway to have our own place. We was going to go through the whole process of going through the estate agencies and everything else, but because the relationship kind of got on the kind of test side, that's what I was looking for, and Nathan was scared that I was going to end things with him just because my dad was saying so, and I'm not going to let my dad ruin my relationship. There is no way I was going to do that. So I said to Nathan, I had to reassure him and say, look, nothing or no one is coming between us. Like, I finally found someone who loves me for me, who can basically put up with me and not cheat on me, not hurt me. You know, it is so hard to find people like that nowadays. Anyway, we found a place, as you can tell. We knew someone. The landlord is actually a good mate of ours. We used to work with each other. So yeah, he knows our situation, he knows our background, he knows me and Nathan as a person, you know, and then ever since then it's been really, really lovely. Like, we've connected more and more every day. Yes, we do argue. No couple is perfect, you know. If any couples out there say they don't argue, they do. They argue so much, you know. I always say, or I always think that the more you argue, the more stronger your relationship is. And it is so true, because the more kind of little arguments we have, then the stronger we get as a couple. You know, we've actually gone through so much as a couple, and we've come out the other side stronger than ever. You know, we've got this beautiful house, we're engaged, we're going to start planning the wedding after the house is done. You know, what's going to come next? Either the wedding or the baby. Nothing's gonna know what's going to happen in the future. I'm just so excited that we've found each other. We don't hurt each other, we don't lie to each other for a start. You know, we have a relationship where we don't lie to each other, and yeah, it is perfect. Well, not perfect, but it's perfect for us, if you know what I mean. I'm not going to sit here and start saying our life's perfect, we've got this, we've got that, we've done this, because our life ain't perfect. No life is perfect, and it's just really, really nice just to have that connection with someone again. It makes you feel really, really nice inside. Yeah, we do have the worries and the struggles, about paying bills and everything, but that's life, you know, you have to get on with it. There's a little bit of hair there. There we go. But yeah, it's just life, I'm afraid. You can't go through life without little bumps in the road now and again. But yeah, we're just so happy with each other. It's like with his side of the family, I call them me in-laws, but I think of it this way: I've gained more sisters and brothers, if that makes any sense. For an example, like, I know Lisa's my sister, and Hayley's my cousin. We are cousins to each other, but we feel like more sisters. Like, we can speak to each other whenever we want. We can, if we've got a problem, we can always speak to them. You know, we feel more sisters than cousins. Like, my mum was more like my best friend than my mother, and I don't connect well with my dad. I've never had the connection with my dad than I did with my mum. But yeah, it's just been of a weird connection, really. And I know this is going to sound harsh, and well, it's not harsh on my point, because I knew it was going to happen, and I knew that nothing was going to change. But since we moved out, I've not heard a peep, or my dad's not even been round at all. He's not even texted me to see how I am. He's not even been round to see the house or see what the house is like. You know, I went round there to see Lisa one day, and he went, "Oh, here's a stranger." And I thought, it's not like I've moved to Australia. I've only literally just moved down the road. You know, it's only going to take 2 minutes just to walk down the road, knock on the door, and say, "Hi, can I come in and see you? See how you are? Have a coffee, have a chat." You know, I'm not gonna tell people to come round. If you want to come round, you know, and see me or see the house or whatever and see what we're doing. You know, I'm not going to say, "Look, come round, you can do this." I'm not going to pencil you in. If you don't want to come round, then don't come round, that's fair enough. But I'm not going to pencil my own family coming round, and typically my dad, I'm not going to pencil in him. So, yeah. But me and Nathan are so happy, still in love. Sorry if that cringes people out. I'm really, really happy. So that is going to conclude this story time. This is a story time about finding love. Sorry if it's kind of cringed people out. I did kind of get a little bit of emotional and a little bit frustrated, because it has been. It's like a roller coaster. Nothing's kind of gone straight in our lives. As for me and Nathan, we are stronger than ever. We love each other so much. Just can't wait to see what the next chapter's going to be. Either the wedding or the baby. No one knows. No one's going to know what's going to happen until it happens. But yeah, we are still so much in love, and sorry if that cringes anyone out. So if you like these kind of story times, then please let me know in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a great big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to turn your notification bell on as well, so you are notified every time I upload. I hope you guys are safe and enjoying yourselves, and I love you guys so much, and see you in the next video. Bye guys.